It might be hard to believe, but I think in the coming years, 99% of developers will be users. They will simply be prompters who will generate code and then paste the code and work, and almost very few will be able to read the code that will be generated. And if anything, some of them will be able to read the code, but they don't really know what's going on, and they are okay with this. Today, this is definitely the case. If you ask anyone in the LLM space, nobody ever understand how the LLM came up with this answer, because it was trained on trillions and trillions and trillions of data. So good luck debugging that. How do you make something come up, change the answer of something, except by reiterating and reiterating and doing it again? So that is a lost battle, right? However, there will be a 1% of developers who truly still kept their skills sharp, understand everything that is written, even if it's written by the LLM. They're okay. They're okay by using an LLM. It's no different than 10 years ago copying a piece of code from a Stack Exchange and understanding how it works. But now, these 1% of developers will be in such high demand in few years, because none of these users will understand what's going on. If the software breaks, what do they do? Do you think they will go and troubleshoot it themselves? No, because they don't know where to start. None of this code was written by them to begin with. So where to start? You have to go back to the LLM and ask it. And eventually, it may be able to fix it, but it will result in very high costs. We'll be okay with paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to do a task that we were born with as engineers. We were gifted the art of troubleshooting by understanding everything that is going on, and this was stolen from us, if you will. So I encourage you to be, in the coming 5 years, among the 1% of developers who understand everything that is going on. Especially, I wrote a simple piece of code, and they can tell you how it will get executed, because everything is predictable when it comes to software engineering and computer. You know, if you know the parameters, you know what will happen, because you know to the metal. If it's going to use an ARM processor, you know what instructions are going to be used. If the right instructions are being used, you can know all of this if you know the fundamentals. And very few of developers will be able to remain in that elite status. A lot of them will take the easy route and build software using these massively generated slop, unfortunately. And some people are okay with that. But to the people who are listening to this, there is 1 or 5 of you who deep inside feel that this is wrong. I can't just copy and paste code and then hope it works. This hope, the idea of hope, is just, this is your start that something is going deeply wrong. You don't hope with code. You understand what's going on. You can explain exactly what's going on. That's why especially when I authored my book, Root Cause, like when there is a problem, I get partly frustrated and partly excited, because that is a learning opportunity. That is telling me something I don't understand. And I love, especially things that I'm interested in, when I don't understand something, That is an opportunity for me to understand it by digging deep into it. Right? And I'm not telling you that this is my thesis for my entire life. No, there are things that I absolutely don't care about. My car, if it makes a sound, I'm gonna take it to the mechanic. I have no idea, nor do I care how it works, right? But in the software engineering, if I see an error message, if there's like an extra space before the period and the end of the error message, I care to come where that space came from, because it indicates something is either a typo or it could be way worse than just a typo. So I care about these kind of things. So, and that's the nature of human being. You're grounded and you're tailored, you're gravitated, that's the word I'm looking for, toward the things that you're interested in. And if you're interested in things, please don't let anyone take that passion away from you. Keep digging and be among the 1% of the elites who will remain in this dark world of AI where nobody will be able to understand anything that is written. It's a sad reality. What we're generating is a bunch of, I can't believe the titles that is coming out right these days. Prompt engineer, seriously? Seriously, a prompt engineer? It's like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it looks like the Titanic, we're shoving coal in terms of token into the engine. And you know what happens to the Titanic. I'm not gonna spoil this. It's a very beautiful movie. Go watch it. Yeah, there is something very tragic that happens to the Titanic, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay? So this is what us doing. We're just shoving tokens into this thing and hope it works. And I've seen a short the other day. Oh my God, it just blew my mind. It was about how to optimize your tokens. Like, don't send like 5 documents to this thing. You have to read the document and parse it such that the AI will be able to accept it. Like, give it context. If I am going to read the document and going all the way to actually make it digestible for the AI, we have went a wrong direction, my friends. Now we're just cutting up cutting up the food for the toddler so that they can get indigestion. Is that what's happening? We're chopping up the documents so that, oh, poor thing. No, don't give it like 5 documents at a time. Actually read the document and then understand that this portion is like, this is the context that you get, and it may give you a good answer. Is that what we are reduced to? What a sad reality. I know this might not be a popular opinion, but that is where we are headed now. We're shoving coal into the Titanic, and we're kind of polishing the coal a little bit and then kind of grouping it. So that's where we're building. We're taking care of this thing and hoping it generates it. We don't understand how it comes up with an answer. It just, we just need to treat it. We need just to treat it well. Yeah. Again, if you're interested in software engineering, I beg you to be among the 1% that will remain, who understand what's going on behind the code we've written, behind the software built. We take pride of our work. And if you want to polish your skills, check out my training courses about the fundamentals of backend engineering, network engineering, operating system, and databases, and tons of other things. If you're interested, I'll leave a link below. And stay sharp out there, guys. Never let your sword get dull. You are not a masterless Ronin, okay? You have skills. Polish them.